And then, of course, the cravings really make it hard. But I got 5 tips today that are going to make it way, way, way easier. Hey guys, I'm Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and today I want to talk to you about how to stick with your fat loss diet after the age of 50. And guys, I'm sure you've heard me say abs are made in the kitchen, and it's true. So our diet is so much more important than our workouts, all right? The workouts are great for building muscle and coordination and avoiding injuries and all that kind of stuff in the future, but those typically won't help you drop a lot of body fat. It will help some, but the food is what's really important. And guys, there's a reason why it's so hard to stick to your diet, okay? I've thought about this for a long, long time, and it's because from the time you wake up in the morning till the time you go to bed at night, you have to constantly worry about what you're putting in your mouth. It's a non-stop, okay, temptation. Working out is relatively easy, man. You just got to be focused for what, 30, 45 minutes? Boom, you're done for the day. Got it out of the way. Food is something that's always screwing with you, okay? And then, of course, the cravings really make it hard. But I got 5 tips today that are going to make it way, way, way easier, okay? And so once I explain these to you guys, I promise it will actually make it much easier than you expect, because so many guys struggle with eating right, okay? And these 5 tips are really going to help you stick with it. So these tips are not just about what to eat. Some of these tips are going to be kind of higher level than that. So I urge you to stick around, because I think you might be surprised on some of these. All right, the first one, guys, is your mentality. I talk to a lot of men on Zoom calls. I do a lot of emailing and replying to messages on Facebook. And sometimes you just need the tough love. So guys, we're not 16 years old anymore. We're men, all right? We need to just suck it up, all right? If you know what I'm talking about. The excuses, you know, were good when you were a child. Oh, I have a sweet tooth, Mark. You know, I'm just always wanting to munch on sweet stuff. Tough shit. My mom used to say tough T-bone, all right? I'm saying tough shit. You just have to suck it up. You need to say, all right, guys, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to have any more excuses. I've been living with excuses for the last 30 years, and that's why I'm 50 pounds overweight. And the reason, guys, I say it's a mental deal is because so many things in our lives we really don't have a lot of control over. We might think we do, but you know, your children and what's going on at work and your investments in the stock market and quite frankly, sometimes your health. You just get sick. You just, you know, no fault of your own. But what you eat throughout the day or don't eat is really the only thing that you have total, complete control over. You can't blame that on somebody else. Those donuts, okay, that you had, or that 6 beer, you know, you can't blame that on just circumstances or bad luck. So at least know that psychologically you really can control everything that you eat, whether it's healthy or crappy food, whether it's a whole shit ton more than you need, or whether it's small portions that's really all that your body requires. All right? Dude, take advantage of something that we actually can control every single minute of the day, every single day of the year. And there's nothing else I can think of that we can say that about. All right, the second tip, guys, is just meal prep. I hate cooking. I'm a bachelor. I don't like cooking for one person. So I meal prep, but I don't spend much time meal prepping. I've found some really easy ways to make a bunch of meals just all at once. And let me just give you an example here. All right, so this is what I do. I'll take 3 bags of this instant rice, okay? You don't have to put it in boiling water. It's already ready to go. I put 3 of these in a skillet, and then I get roughly 2 pounds of some protein. This is salmon. Sometimes it's beef. Sometimes it's chicken. Just 2 pounds. I will put this in a skillet with olive oil, and I'll just fry it for 3 or 4 minutes. Just stir it up, get all the seasoning going, and then I'll cook my protein, all right? Then I chop it up and put it in this rice, and I get a huge, big Tupperware tub that's at least 6 meals, all right? And the nice thing about that is You can eat them as meals, fantastic for you, all right? Or they're great for snacks. Matter of fact, I was doing that earlier today. Right before I started shooting this video, I was kind of getting the munchies. I hadn't eaten anything in hours, and I'd just gone to the gym. And so, boom, I popped in my refrigerator here, pulled this out, and this is just the leftovers, all right, of that meal prep. And I cooked this, gosh, I don't know, maybe a week ago. It's been sitting in my refrigerator. And so I just ate right out of the tub. I got about 7 or 8 spoonfuls of that stuff. Didn't eat really a big meal, but it satiated me. It filled me up, but it filled me up with really good food. I mean, I got a lot of protein and I got complex carbohydrates, whole food, rice. So super easy to do, guys. You have to learn to meal prep. All right, tip number 3, guys, you gotta eat your veggies. Veggies and fruits are really important. Tons of micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals in veggies and fruits. Lots of fiber, and they're low in calories. Now, fruit is higher in calories than veggies, so I would have you emphasize veggies over fruits. But you just have to figure out how to do it. One of the ways I do it is I go to the grocery store and I buy veggies straight out of the deli. As a matter of fact, I got 2 other types of veggies sitting in my refrigerator right now. But guys, some people don't like veggies, but you still have to have them. So just try a supplement, okay? This is a greens powder. The greens powder is a generic term for this type of supplement. We have over 40 fruits and vegetables and herbs and prebiotics and postbiotics and I mean all kinds of stuff in here, mushrooms. Anyway, click on the link below. It'll take you to the website. I can't even, there's too many ingredients for me to memorize what's in all of our supplements. But this stuff is fantastic for you, all right? When you go to our website, just kind of scroll down. It talks about all the ingredients and why we put them in there. And then also scroll down below that and read some of the customer reviews. So guys, the reason why having this around, you just throw it in some water, stir it up, and then chug it. You're done. And the nice thing is you're not just getting all the vitamins and minerals that I was discussing, but it satiates you. It makes you feel full. So if you're getting some cravings and you're hungry, you can actually just down an 8-ounce, mix of Tester greens with some water, and boom, you will literally feel full within 60 seconds. All right, tip number 4, guys, is you got to have healthy snacks laying around. We all get the munchies. Some of you guys are really good. You can just eat at mealtime only and it doesn't bother you. I'm kind of constantly, snacking or getting hungry during the day. Sometimes I'll miss lunch altogether and then I'll get the munchies at 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I need to have something healthy laying around, okay, that I can grab, okay? And so tons of options here. And I'm gonna have to kind of go through a few. This is not all of them, but beef jerky. Fantastic. Real high in protein, basically no carbs, no fat, all right? Most men don't get enough protein. This stuff is fantastic. You don't have to refrigerate it. You can take it anywhere. Greek yogurt. Tons of protein in here and relatively low in sugar. Good for you. I keep a bunch of just sliced deli meats laying around. Once again, almost 100% protein, no carbs, no fat. All of it's great for you. You can always grab some chicken or some ham or some turkey or some roast beef and just munch on it with nothing else. Fantastic for you guys. I got a little cheese here. I'll get tuna salad at the deli. I get chicken salad, just leave them in plastic tubs in here. I just eat straight out of this stuff. I don't even bother putting it on a plate, okay? This is another thing. This is a cereal. So most cereals are not very good for you. I've spent hours at the grocery store. Kashi makes some really good stuff. If you look at the nutritional information, the macros are great. I mean, 11 grams of protein, and it's like, let me see, fiber, 13 grams of fiber, very low in carbs, very low in sugar. You don't have to eat cereal just for breakfast. You can have it as a snack. You can even have it as a late night snack or dinner. It doesn't matter. All right, guys? So there's just tons of options. Matter of fact, here's a protein bar. Great snack. Stick it in the car, take it on the run. I keep protein powder and I just mix it up with some milk. All right, you guys that are really trying to watch your calories can mix it up with water. all those are really good, healthy snacks that you can have laying around, okay? And that is so important because there's just no way to make it through the day without snacking or getting the munchies. All right, finally, the fifth tip. Aren't you glad I'm getting near the end of this video? Guys, don't bring it in the house. I've had this conversation with lots of my clients, all right? It will save you so much fat over the course of a year. If it's bad for you, if you know you're not supposed to be eating it, you can't bring it in the house. Because guess what? You'll eat it. This is what I have to do because I think I have pretty good self-control when it comes to avoiding certain foods. But if it comes in my house, I'm probably going to end up eating it. And let me give you a perfect example, okay? Normally, I don't bring crappy stuff in here, all right? But I had a bunch of buddies over here watching the college national championship football game. And, you know, I'm fine with having cheat meals. You guys can do that too. And so I bought the burgers and I bought the dip. I had queso dip and I had spinach dip and a bunch of chips, all right? Well, we had a great time. I ate a lot of the dip, no biggie. It's not on my diet, that's okay. All right, the guys leave. And guess what? We have leftover queso and spinach dip and we have leftover chips. And normally I wouldn't bring that stuff in the house, but it's already in the house, all right? Now what do? I have such a hard time throwing perfectly good food in the trash. All right, it's a mental thing. I just hate throwing away. It's good. It's tasty too. So guess what? I didn't throw it in the trash. I put it back in the refrigerator. And I did pretty good for a couple of days. And then all of a sudden, one night, I'm watching a movie. It's getting late. I was out of my healthy snacks. I hadn't gone to the store in a while. And guess what? Go in the refrigerator. And before you know it, I've eaten all the queso leftover dip and all the spinach dip and all the potato chips and all the corn chips. All right, I did that over the course of 2 nights. But I did it because I didn't throw it in the trash and because I'd been too lazy. I hadn't gone to the grocery store and restocked with my healthy stuff. So basically I had nothing to munch on except the crap that was in my refrigerator that I should have thrown in the trash. So guys, I get it. It's hard, all right? It's hard for me too. So just take that to the bank, okay? Especially when I was telling you on number 1, you know, you have to mentally suck it up. It happens, but guess what? You just climb back on the horse. The next day I'm like, all right, this sucks. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm going to restock with my good, normal, healthy foods so I don't do this crap again. All right, guys. Hopefully I didn't put you all to sleep because I really did have some interesting points that will help you guys stick to your fat loss diets. And they're pretty straightforward, but most people don't really consciously think about them. All right, so just keep these. You might even take a few notes and just jot them down because I promise if you just kind of more or less stick with these 5 tips on a regular basis, I promise you will lose weight. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70 years old. It does work, but you got to stick with it and never give up on yourself.